What's going on, everybody? Happy Wednesday to you. It is a beautiful Wednesday evening here in the studio, and it's a farewell, if you will, tonight.
It's a monumental.
It's another milestone for us.
Yeah. We're figuring things out slowly.
I'm doing this right now before I forget, though, because we both need to have this kind of stuff.
Yes.
Drew, how's your week been going? What we got?
McAlpin was in the middle of making my own video when the notification popped up, so here I am.
That's what a real fan does.
Oh, yes. And
Drew Gorman,
I'm
18.
wearing my No Free Ad shirt. I love it. I love it.
Shout out to Shelby, also watching on YouTube. I turned TikTok off tonight, so I think
Stay on YouTube.
I think everything. Yeah, I mean, stay on YouTube. Stay on YouTube. That would absolutely be the preference. However, I think everything should be fixed for this. So
We hope.
we hope.
Only the comments will let us know.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are. We count on you for everything.
You're the biggest tellers of all.
Oh, we got some real stuff popping over here, folks. We do. Drew and I, we're doing some stuff.
Yes,
Got
yes.
broken headphones. Not really broken, just
Fix able, and so glad. Wow, I'm talking with my ethist today. We're just saved ourselves a lot of money coming across a different description of something else and realized, hey, that's the part that's broken. Why don't we fix something? Why don't we switch that out? And yeah. Oh, just like McAlpin, ADHD Acres just said, please share, send it to all your friends.
Hey, also shout out to David Ham coming in saying we're looking good. Maybe we don't make any rash moves.
I think you're the one that looks good. I look like a hobo in my Otani jersey. You're the one dressed for success. They always say dress for the job you want. I'm over here dressed like a baseball player. I don't know what I'm doing.
They also say fake it till you make it, and let me tell you,
whoever they are, they have a lot of ideas.
They knew what the hell they were talking about. It's whoever they.
Yes.
I'm just making sure we're not missing any Facebook comments. We're good. All right.
Yeah, we did it by switching to Geico. It's weird. It's weird looking up there and only seeing YouTube.
Yeah.
I'm glad you double checked because I was very confused there for a little bit. I'm like, we must be missing something.
No Facebook comments yet. So that's if anybody's watching on Facebook, I'm gonna actually turn it on my phone real quick, and I think maybe I can.
Yeah, if you're watching on Facebook, go to YouTube.
Yeah. Well, that would be your first step.
So that way you can always be in the loop on everything.
I don't know if
Rachel's even checked in.
It's me. Okay, we're good. Also, there's like no delay.
Shout out
tonight.
to Kyle Aaron Wright over here with the test. Oh wait, that's you.
Good looking man. Shout out to Matt Lowley getting ready to party his ass off at Gulf Coast Jam this weekend. You're welcome for covering your wife so you could go. Brian Graham checking in with a good morning. For some of us, absolutely. 7 a.m. In some of our heads, 7 p.m. here, but I feel like it's bedtime.
I'm over here. It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Absolutely. Cheers, by the way.
I've had a great day.
Cheers, by the way.
Cheers.
I had to give a couple. I got to give some love. Matt switched to YouTube. Hey, YouTube is where we want this to be. So if you're on YouTube, you're doing the right thing. Good looking man in the red there. Thank you. Look at me. This is my Tiger Woods red with the khaki pants. Now, obviously, not gonna keep the stream on once I stand up because last week Danielle was here.
Yeah.
I think I got up at the end of the show and I had absolute swamp ass. So we're not gonna keep the cameras rolling after the show tonight. However, we do need to talk about that fan. I think that's probably a good idea.
I think it is as well.
I think that's a good idea because I'm already hot.
Before we get too far into the episode, I do have a public apology to make.
Oh God, this doesn't even matter to me.
It does.
I mean, it does matter to me, but it's not like.
So
okay, here we go. I'm just gonna let Drew. All right, I'm gonna let everyone in the comments decide whether or not I give Drew a hard time for this because I'm not going to, and I wasn't going to, but he wants me to apparently.
No, I just want you to know that I'm not blowing smoke up your ass, and I'm truly sorry about how it all played out. So as we teased on last week's episode, I was going to finally get to meet one of Kyle's long lost brothers, and
My boy.
and I was very excited to be able to do that. But some unforeseen things happened on Thursday. I got a phone call from my brother asking me if I could if he could come into town. And so obviously I said yes, but also right before, like an hour before my brother called me to ask me if I could do that, if he could come in, I agreed to go play softball.
There it is, folks.
I agreed to go play softball 3 hours away.
There it is, folks.
Yeah. So on Saturday. So if you know anything about the softball community, it takes a long period of time for a Saturday tournament. So my brother came into town.
No matter how good, it's almost worse if your team doesn't do good, by the way.
Yeah. It's especially 3 hours away because then you're just, I won't go into too much detail. So fast forward to Sunday, whenever it was agreed upon that we would kind of hang out. And then my brother came in Thursday night. I worked all day Friday. He came in Friday morning. I worked all day Friday, then had the softball league playoffs Friday night. So I left straight from work to go to playoffs, played softball, drove home. My brother's already in bed getting ready for the next day because he had gotten in at like 2 a.m. that morning. So then we had a brief conversation. I go to bed because I've got to be up and at Lawrence's house for 4 a.m. because we had an 8 a.m. game. Yeah, we had an 8 a.m. game. So so we drive all the way over there. We play all day. I don't get home till 11:30. Well,
I'm going to do something live while we're doing this.
So I had talked with Kyle about going over there for possibly lunch, hanging out with him for lunch and everything. And then I wake up the next day, start going about my business, and my little brother comes into the room and goes, "Hey, you ready for a beach day?" And I was like, "A beach day? Like I don't really go to the beach as much as some people. My wife would go every day if she could. But for me, I don't really go that much." But apparently my brother had it in his mind that whenever he goes to the beach, he's just like me. He doesn't want to just sit there and watch the waves or listen to music. Like, he wants to go out and throw a ball, go play bocce, go in the water, go do stuff. Well, he had it in his mind that he wanted to do it with me. And so we get out there and we end up spending pretty much all day out there. Well, then we go back and then we start making dinner. Well, needless to say, I never get up with Kyle, never reach out to him. And and then Monday rolls around, completely slipped my mind about the plans to hang out. It's my brother's last day in town. We go out. They wanted to get coffee and walk around, so we show them a couple different places. Michaela designed a coffee shop in Rosemary, so we went there. No free ads. I'm not going to say it.
No, give them a shout out. They ruined my Sunday.
The third cup.
Three cup. The
third cup.
Okay.
What?
Wouldn't be allowed. Leave it at the table episode without an hour-long Drew story and the mighty words of Chris Purser. Land the damn plane.
So I never reach out to Kyle. By the time it hits me, it's like Tuesday, and I reached out to Kyle on my way to work. Like, speak to text. I was like, "Hey, I owe you a massive apology. Like, I didn't follow through. You're my best friend. It was very important to you that I meet him, and I didn't make it happen. So I apologize." And he's kind of what you would call let me off the hook for it. And I just needed you to know that it wasn't just I am truly sorry about it, and I'm not saying sorry just because it didn't work out, and I want you to know I'm sorry.
Well, it means a lot that you're. It means a lot that you care that much.
Yeah,
I don't. On the other hand, but I will say it means a lot that you do. So I love you. Cheers. I mean, obviously, I was a little bummed out. I mean, I'm not gonna tell you I wasn't bummed out, but it was like at the end of the day,
you were still hanging out with him.
Like, I was still with my best friend. You know what I'm saying? Like it was still like we went fishing this weekend, and you know what was funny, and hopefully he'll get into the. He'll get onto the show at some point and give it so I can give him a shout out. But actually, let me read some comments before we do that. Matt Lully earlier said, "Thank you for everything you do, bro. God bless." I was just kidding, Matt. Like I don't mind. I need the money. That's truly why I'm there. Obviously I'm there to help them out so that they can go because I love them and they're like sisters to me. But honestly, I need the money, so I was going to be there regardless this weekend. But you guys all mean a lot to me, Matt. You and your girlfriend Kayla and Bree and Paige. I love all you guys, so I don't mind helping out anytime I can. Chef Ross chiming in over on Facebook. Got something to plug for Chef Ross here in just a minute. Shout out Chef Ross. He said, "What's up, fellas?" Not a whole lot. Brian Graham also saying blowing something. Don't know the context to that, but I'm in. Shelby says, stop giving Kyle a bigger head than he already has over on YouTube. ADHD Acres chimes back in. Kyle deserves to have a big head. I agree. I truly agree. My mom's saying, hey, y'all on Facebook. Hi, Mom. Hi, Mom. Brian Graham coming back saying, tell your brother congratulations for me. Braden is a senior next year. Holy hell. That's actually insane that Braden's old enough to be a senior in high school. Tell your son congratulations and get ready for like the longest year of his life. Shelby with a tisk.
At me.
ADHD. He didn't forget. That's the thing, ADHD Acres. Kyle McAlpin. He didn't forget. I'm not going to give him shit. I wasn't going to. But, however, he didn't forget. You know, he knew. I hope he remembered the whole time. I hope. Forgetting would really let him off the hook. Like, oh, shit, it slipped my mind. Remembering that being in the back of his head is what's keeping me from giving him shit. Because I hope that kind of put a damper on his day a little bit. Not really. I don't actually. But I'm trying to gaslight a little bit. And Matt coming back with "We love you too, bro." I'm working on getting this up. Matt, I hope you can come because we're going to do karaoke. Even if Kayla has to work, you should come regardless. I mean, I would absolutely prefer if Kayla could come, but give me just a second. Good Lord. That was Drew.
I'm trying to figure out where you're going.
I'm talking about the Fan Appreciation Day, which
it clicked as I was laughing.
I'm sending it to myself on email so that I can put it up on the stream. He looks like he feels bad enough. He should feel bad about it. Damn it!
I'm a lost puppy, my guy. I don't know what to do with my hands.
No, I mean, like I said, obviously, naturally, I was a little upset about it when it first all went down, but it wasn't. I mean, it's not something worth dwelling over, and I sure as hell don't think it's. I mean, maybe worth an apology, but not worth being like.
Well, I gave you one.
Now let's get
over the phone, and now I've given you one.
Yeah.
On air. That was as soon as it happened. I was like, I need to make this right, and the only way to do that is using my platform.
Now, I don't know what's about to happen on the... All right, yep, you guys are about to see this happen live. Because it's apparently...
Oh, they're only seeing the old Leave It.
That's I know, I have to do it like this.
I'm interested. This man, if y'all could see what this man is doing, and he's doing it with... Oh, my goodness. Oh. Okay. The crispness, the speed of how... if that's even a word. It's not. Okay, we're back. We're back live.
Are we?
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
It's counting again. That was interesting. Did we just...
We just time out?
Did we just time out for a second? Are
we back? Hold on.
It says live. Wow. Subtle shout out there. I think there's a buffering issue, says Brian Graham.
Y'all timed out, but you're back. Okay.
What was the last thing y'all heard? It was probably me just rambling, just filling dead air. Definitely buffering.
Facebook did not come back.
Huh.
All right, guys. I'm going to end the stream. We're going to come right back.
We're going to try this one more again.
So if you're on YouTube, you should be subscribed. So
Kyle did not screw it up.
I may have.